welcome to the Crosspadcastle. I'm the mischievous rogue, and in this tutorial you will be learning how to texture an MMD model in Blender. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye!
Okay, well I had the texture folder open. Just drop this purple eye right in there. It's probably in here. Oh, okay, it's in here. Alright. Go back to Blender. Go to the base text. So you're in the materials tab. It should say MMD shader dev. And then you just scroll down to the IPNG. And you're going to swap it out. Alright, so these eyes do not fit still. Too small, too round. I have a solution for that. And I will be back. Okay, I'm back. And I fixed the eyes in Photoshop, but I'm not going to show you how to do that because this is baby's first edit. If one pair of eyes that you use doesn't work, just go and find another one. And if you're really that curious, all I did was just change the sizing up so that they would match the texture we needed. Okay. Now I have some different hair texture, so, we're just switching textures out. We can try different things. Here's a nice purple hair. And I better go credit the owner of that. Said purple hair. And this hair edit, along with the black one, were done by a Senpai Ash. Credit TDA. But this is free to use. These eye textures, they're from a different person than the original. The magnet eyes, those are done by Helio MMD, so check them out if you want these eye textures. Oh, no black eyes. Okay, so we've got, these are by Utau Cross, is the one who made this face texture, giving Miku some nice lips. Those are really well done, considering like how meshes deform and stretch. This is why you just can't draw on a mesh if you look at that wireframe, Alright, so this is the model that's been retextured. All I did was I changed the hair out. I changed the eyebrows and face texture, the eyes, the lips. And I also will have credits in the description of the parts I've taken. There's one last thing that I have to do before I export this and test her in MMD. Separate the materials again. You're going to click on the body. Now, you're not even going to have to take off any parts or make them invisible because of how Blender works. You're just going to go to edit mode. Now all of the body's vertices are visible. We're gonna delete. And we're gonna put this on. We're in edit mode. We hit the select tool. First, we're just gonna go up as far as we can without touching the fingers, because we're not gonna touch that. We're also gonna hit faces mode. If you click off and the mesh goes away and you're like, oh no, my selection, just hit Control Z. Now we're in faces mode, so you can see the faces of the skin that are selected, and this is stuff that we can't see, and you try not to get it too jagged. If you press Shift and click, you can deselect meshes, vertices. And these vertices have always been triangulated, which is why some of the Blender's control commands just won't work for them. I found that out the hard way. Because I was like, why is this not working? Am I not remembering my class that I was taking? And then I talked to a more advanced Blender user, and they're like, oh yeah, with gaming engine, because Miku is a gaming, Miku Dance is a gaming engine, basically. I know it's not used as one. But it was intended to be one. That's very common to have triangulated meshes, and that's actually a modifier you can put on in Blender. You can There is a way to detriangulate it, but I don't know how to do that, and frankly, that's just way too complex. You know, for a model that most users won't be using this in Blender if I did distribute. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to. She's very cute, but you know, I don't feel like that right now. Okay. So the feet, the body's been selected. We neatly selected the meshes. Now just press delete, and then faces. Now, she doesn't have that part of her lower body. It's not going to weigh down MMD as much. And then I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna keep her bra on. We don't need to delete that. Okay. Now we're gonna rejoin our meshes, probably for the final time. And there's lots of things you can do. We will add at least one or two accessories so I can show you a little bit of weight painting on a MMD model, or you know, how to get those smaller pieces on your model. But we're gonna do a basic test that she's basically done. We're gonna do a basic test, and this is baby's first, like, you know, retextured, you know, edited Miku model. This is not, you know, this is not like an advanced thing. This is, you know, me trying to break basics down really simply in a digestible format. All right, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna make a new folder on my desktop that I'll delete later. We're gonna call it Miku Test. This is a nice little trick. I just learned this with, you know, I've been doing this for like over a year for just MMD in Blender. You know, I've been doing Blender for about 2 years now. When you export a model, if you export it to the folder it was loaded in, it won't clone stuff, like, at all. But if you export it to a new clean folder, Blender will make all of those, will copy all those, all the necessary textures and meshes to one file, making it very neat. And, you know, so now exported MMD model test 1. Okay. So now we're going to put her in MMD, and I'm just going to put her with a dance motion just to, like, test the model, make sure it's working and compatible. I have had times where Blender will export a model incorrectly, and it's so annoying. All right, so here we are. Here's our model. And she's got beautiful physics. She's good to go. I never moved any bones, so those bones were probably there when we started. Hopefully. Okay. Okay. And other than the data that goes into her thighs, like, you're not seeing clipping. She's working, which means that when you distribute her, you know, general user experience is going to be fairly positive. You know, unless you have a wonk motion, you know, that makes the data a little wonky. Whoa, what are your hands doing? What? Okay, everybody, we're gonna load her straight, the new exported blendered model, straight into Miku Miku Dance. There is my beautiful punk girl. We're going to load motion data, and I'm just gonna do a test motion really quick, so you can kind of look at how she's working there. You know, she's very expressive. I do like adding lips to any Miku model. The amount of expression you can get is kind of crazy. You know, surprisingly good. Very goth. Very punky. What I was going for. We're expressing our inner goth girl with pride. Alright. Now, I'm going to do a few things that can improve this model. I'm going to add some glasses, maybe a bracelet. And then to show you some basic weight painting, I'm going to take a choker and turn it into a bracelet to show you how you can re-weight paint something. Okay? And I will be coming back with that. I'm going to take a little break, guys.